Most people get this wrong when choosing a digital wallet in South Africa. They pick whatever their friends use or whatever app looks popular. But here's the truth no one tells you. In South Africa, the wrong digital wallet can quietly cost you money through bank fees, slow transfers, poor merchant acceptance, and missed rewards. And here's where it gets interesting. Some digital wallets in South Africa are not just payment tools. They are full financial ecosystems that let you earn rewards, split bills instantly, manage budgets, pay in stores, and even access investment features right from your phone. So if you want to understand the best digital wallets in South Africa in 2026, and more importantly, which ones actually help you save money instead of losing it, you are in the right place. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the 10 best digital wallets in South Africa, how they work in real life, what they are best for, and how you can choose the right combination depending on your lifestyle. And stay with me, because in a minute I'll also show you which wallet is best for everyday shopping, which one gives the best cashback, and which one quietly saves South Africans the most money without them even realizing it. Let's start. South Africa is one of the most advanced digital payment markets in Africa, but it is also unique. You have traditional banks, fast-growing fintech apps, card-based systems, QR payments, and mobile money solutions all existing together. So choosing the right wallet is not just about convenience. It is about efficiency, cost, and access. Now let's break down the best options one by one in a simple way. The first and most widely used digital wallet ecosystem in South Africa is the banking app system, especially apps like Capitec Pay, FNB app, Standard Bank app, and Absa banking app. These are not just banking apps. They are full digital wallets. Now here's why they matter. Most South Africans already use a bank account as their primary financial hub. These apps allow instant transfers, cardless payments, QR payments, bill payments, and airtime purchases. For example, someone like Alex in Johannesburg can send money instantly to a friend, pay for groceries, and top up mobile data without ever visiting a branch. Now, here's the problem. While these apps are powerful, they are still tied to traditional banking fees in some cases. So depending on your bank, you might still pay transaction fees or limits on free transfers. But overall, they are the backbone of digital payments in South Africa. Now let's move to a major fintech player. The second digital wallet is Capitec Pay and Capitec app ecosystem. Capitec has become extremely popular in South Africa because of its low fees and simple interface. Now here's where it gets interesting. Capitec's app is designed for simplicity. You can send money, pay merchants, buy electricity, and manage your account all in one place. For example, Jake in Cape Town can split a dinner bill instantly using Capitec Pay without needing cash. But here's the catch. While it is simple and cheap, it is still limited compared to more advanced fintech ecosystems in terms of rewards or investment features. Now let's talk about another major system. The third wallet is FNB eWallet and FNB app. FNB is known for innovation in South Africa's banking sector. Now eWallet is especially important because it allows users to send money instantly to someone without requiring a bank account. That means even if your friend does not have a bank account, they can still receive funds and withdraw them at an ATM. Now here's where it gets interesting. This makes it one of the most inclusive financial tools in the country. But here's the limitation. Fees can apply depending on usage, and it is still bank dependent. Now let's move to another powerful option. The fourth wallet is SnapScan. SnapScan is one of South Africa's most popular QR payment apps. It allows you to pay merchants by simply scanning a QR code with your phone. Now, imagine John walking into a coffee shop in Durban. Instead of using cash or card, he just scans a code and pays instantly. Now here's the advantage. It is widely accepted at small and medium businesses. But here's the problem. It is mainly a payment tool, not a full financial ecosystem. So you won't get advanced budgeting or banking features. Now, let's continue. The fifth wallet is Zapper. Zapper is very similar to SnapScan, but focuses heavily on retail and restaurant payments. Now here's where it gets interesting. Zapper often runs promotions and cashback offers at partner stores, which can help you save money over time. But here's the catch. Acceptance is strong in certain merchant categories, but not universal everywhere. Now let's talk about a fast-growing fintech option. The sixth wallet is TimeBank. TimeBank is one of the most disruptive digital banks in South Africa. It is fully digital, but also has physical kiosks in retail stores. Now here's why it matters. TimeBank is designed to eliminate unnecessary banking fees. Many users enjoy free or low-cost banking services compared to traditional banks. For example, Alex can open an account in minutes at a kiosk and immediately start using his digital wallet. But here's the limitation. While it is great for everyday banking, it is still expanding its ecosystem compared to older banks. Now let's move to another important player. The seventh wallet is Nedbank Money App. Nedbank's app is widely used for personal and business banking. It offers transfers, payments, savings tools, and budgeting features. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The app is strong in financial tracking, so users can see exactly where their money goes every month. But here's the downside. Like other traditional banks, reward systems are not as aggressive as fintech competitors. Now let's talk about another major ecosystem. The eighth wallet is Standard Bank Shift. Shift is a very interesting digital wallet because it focuses on multi-currency functionality. Now this is important for South Africans who travel or invest internationally. For example, Jake can hold us dollars, euros, or British pounds inside the app and convert them when needed. Now here's where it gets interesting. This makes it very useful for international transactions. But here's the limitation. It is not designed for everyday local payments in small shops. Now let's continue. The ninth wallet is Vodacom VodaPay. VodaPay is one of the newest super apps in South Africa. It combines payments, shopping, rewards, and even services inside one app. Now here's the exciting part. It is designed to become an all-in-one financial and lifestyle platform. For example, John can pay bills, shop online, and earn rewards in the same app. But here's the problem. Since it is still growing, adoption is not yet as widespread as traditional banking apps. Finally, let's talk about a global option. The 10th wallet is PayPal. PayPal is widely used in South Africa for international payments, freelancing, and online business transactions. Now here's the advantage. It allows you to receive money from clients around the world easily. But here's the catch. Conversion fees and withdrawal costs can be higher compared to local wallets. So it is powerful, but not ideal for everyday local use. Now, let's bring everything together so it actually makes sense. If you want everyday banking, Capitec, FNB, Standard Bank, and Nedbank apps are essential. If you want quick payments, SnapScan and Zapper are extremely useful. If you want low-cost digital banking, TimeBank is a strong choice. If you want multi-currency or international access, Shift and PayPal are important. And if you want a super app experience, VodaPay is growing fast. Now here's the key insight most people miss. The best strategy in South Africa is not choosing one wallet. It is combining two or three based on your lifestyle. For example, Alex might use Capitec for daily banking, SnapScan for payments, and Shift for international transfers. That combination reduces fees, increases flexibility, and improves financial control. Now let's quickly summarize everything. Digital wallets in South Africa are not just payment tools. They are full financial systems that can help you save money, reduce fees, and even earn rewards if used correctly. The wrong wallet can limit your options and increase costs. The right combination can improve your entire financial experience. So here's the simple takeaway. Bank apps are best for daily banking. SnapScan and Zapper are best for quick payments. TimeBank is best for low fees. Shift is best for international currency. VodaPay is best for super app features. And PayPal is best for global income. If you understand this structure, you are already ahead of most users who just pick one app randomly. Now I want to hear from you. Which digital wallet do you currently use in South Africa? And what has your experience been like? Leave a comment below because your insight might help someone else make a smarter choice. And if you found this guide useful, like the video. Subscribe for more country-by-country digital finance breakdowns. And I'll see you in the next one.